You know, every 90 minutes or so, a brand new palace streaks across our sky. It marks a huge shift in what we're doing up in space. Today, we're going to take a look inside Tiangong, China's heavenly palace.
So right now, in the entire universe, there are only two places where human beings are living off-world. You're probably pretty familiar with one of them, the International Space Station, the ISS.
Well, this is the story of the other one, a station that was built with just breathtaking speed, and it's really signaling a whole new era of our presence in orbit.
So, what is this new palace in the sky, and why is it so important? Let's get into it.
Okay, so its name is Tiangong, which beautifully translates to Heavenly Palace. This is China's permanent space station, and it's orbiting at just about the same altitude as the ISS. But really, it's the final piece of a giant puzzle that was decades in the making.
Yeah, a structure this incredible doesn't just pop up overnight. It's actually the result of a meticulously planned 30-year blueprint.
You have to go all the way back to 1992. China kicked off this thing called Project 921, which was basically a three-step strategy. Step 1, figure out how to get people into space and bring them back safely. Step 2, practice docking with other things in orbit. And Step 3, the big one, build a permanent modular space station. And Tiangong is the stunning achievement of that final step.
So let's talk about size for a second, because this chart gives you a great sense of scale. At around 69 tons, Tiangong is way smaller than the massive ISS. But that isn't a flaw, it's actually a feature. It's what sources are calling a rational choice. It's big enough to do some really world-class science, but it's compact enough that a single country can build and maintain it. That makes it super efficient and perfectly tailored to what China needs.
Okay, so at the very heart of the station is the Tianhe module, or Harmony of the Heavens. This is the nerve center. It's the brain and the heart of the whole operation. It's where the crew lives, it's got the life support, and all the main flight controls. Everything is run from here. Then, attached to each side of that core, you have two dedicated labs. First is Wentian, or Quest for the Heavens. It's packed with science gear, and it has the main airlock for spacewalks. Its partner is Mengtian, Dreaming of the Heavens, which is a powerhouse for microgravity research. It has this incredible cargo airlock that can literally slide experiments right out into the vacuum of space.
So how in the world do you build something this complex while it's hurtling through space at 17,000 miles per hour? Well, it's kind of like a high-stakes zero-gravity ballet.
The assembly was an absolute masterclass in orbital mechanics, and it was all done in just over a year, which is just incredible. First, they launched the Tianhe core. Then the Wentian lab came up and docked with the front. And here's the genius part. A giant robotic arm grabbed that whole bus-sized module and swung it 90 degrees to its permanent spot on the side. Then Mengtian came up, did the exact same dance on the other side, and bam, you've got your T-shape.
Of course, a space station is just an empty can without people and supplies. To keep it going, you need a constant lifeline back to Earth. There are two key vehicles that keep Tiangong humming. You've got the Shenzhou, the Divine Craft, that's the taikonaut taxi. It launches twice a year, bringing up a crew of 3 for their 6-month stay. And then there's the Tianzhu, the heavenly ship. That's the robotic cargo freighter that brings up food, fuel, and new experiments about every 8 months or so. And get this, since late 2022, the station has been continuously inhabited. There's always someone on board. During these crew handovers, the new crew actually shows up before the old one leaves. So for about a week, Tiangong becomes this bustling home for 6 people, making sure there's an unbroken human presence up there. But Tiangong isn't just a house in orbit. It's a world-class laboratory. Its whole purpose is to conduct science that you just can't do anywhere else but space.
And this number really puts things into perspective. 25. That's how many standardized science racks are packed inside Tiangong. For internal experiments, that's a capacity that's actually comparable to the much, much larger International Space Station. It makes it an incredibly powerful research platform.
And the research they're doing up there is just wild. It's everything from life sciences and biotechnology to creating brand new materials that are impossible to make with Earth's gravity. I mean, they already have over 1,000 experiments lined up, turning this place into a real hub of discovery.
And this isn't just a solo project either. Through a really cool partnership with the United Nations, Tiangong is open to scientists from all over the world. This experiment from Norway, cleverly named Tumors in Space, is a perfect example. It's using this unique environment to study how cancer grows, giving us a completely new vantage point on fighting disease. And finally, Tiangong's mission
isn't just about looking down at our planet. It's also a crucial stepping stone to opening up a whole new window on the rest of the cosmos.
Soon, Tiangong is getting a partner, the Xuntian Space Telescope. Now, it has a mirror that's the same size as the Hubble's, but, and this is amazing, its camera can see a patch of sky 300 times larger. It's like being able to take a photo of a giant crowd, but with the same crystal-clear detail as a portrait of a single person. That's what Xuntian is going to do for astronomy.
And this is the real game changer. Unlike Hubble, which needed these incredibly complex space shuttle missions to get serviced, Xuntian can just fly over and dock right with Tiangong. This means taikonauts can do repairs, refuel it, even install new cameras, which will massively extend its operational life.
Look, Tiangong is so much more than just a space station. It's a statement. It's a testament to long-term vision and incredible engineering. As the era of the International Space Station slowly starts to wind down, this heavenly palace isn't just a possible future for humanity in space. It could very well become the primary human outpost in orbit. It really makes you wonder, as one era ends, is this how the next one begins?